Gotta work.
Slight work, light work,
D-Town
slight work.
Ain't nobody there yet.
Okay, well, it don't matter. We still gonna say hi in advance.
Okay.
Okay, so welcome to another episode of Magical AF. And I have a special guest with me. So, when it came to I'm gonna keep it a band. I'm very authentic. I don't like to do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. I like to get right into it. And if I have a question that I want to ask, because your name is so beautiful and we spoke primarily in email. Yeah, how do you pronounce your name?
Zsameria.
Zsameria, okay. And then your nickname, because it's like
Zsameria. Just call me
Zsameria. I like that. I like that.
Thank you.
I saw it. I was just like, okay, I'm definitely gonna make sure I say it right. Okay. So when I first met you, Akil, shout out to Black Broadway.
Yeah.
Akil and me were in the city, and we were actually talking business. He was like, you know what? I think that you would like to go to this dope event. So he takes me to the event, and sure enough, it was fire. The moment I walked into the door to see the electrical violinist, it struck cello. It struck my heartstring because I play the violin.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the whole concept of the event was super dope because Maya even got me a shirt. I should have worn it today, but I couldn't. It's a little chilly out. It's a little chilly out. But the concept of the event, he said, it's called Swap. So I was like, I really want to see what this is about. Yeah. So maybe you could give me a little bit of insight since you are the CEO of the Swap family.
Yeah, I mean, co-founder. So I founded it with a friend of mine. Like I said, now she's had a baby, so I pretty much
Yeah. Like I know what that's like. Motherhood take over. You gotta find a groove.
Yes. Yeah. So we started together 3 years ago. It started as literally us swapping with other friends. Basically, is you bring your items, you donate it, and we organize it like a store, and then you take what you want.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. But then you also do like a lot of different other concepts too. Because I saw like the swap records.
So yes. So we do clothing swaps. I mean, that's what we started with, but we branded off into other things now. So now we have books and vinyl. We usually do our book and vinyl swap. We also have the kids swap because we want to make sure that like we have. I think
something for all demographics.
Every year, and so we're going to do a back to school swap this August.
I should ask some girl, my bad.
You funny, I guess, but
hey, I keep it a bed. That's the whole point. Keep it out there.
Right. You remind me of Akil. Oh my God, I'm surprised y'all don't have a podcast together.
Yeah, I know. The thing is, Akil is my man. He kind of like inspired me to kind of do it. Along with a couple other people, but he was the first person I knew with the podcast, like direct, and like not only he's like family to me. Like he was the first person to cut my son's hair. He grew up with the kid's father. Like he likes family. So anything he do, I support. But excuse the loud noise in the background, everyone. We're gonna let that. Because right now we're at Union Market. Union Market is one of my favorite spots, matter of fact. But anyway, Akil's energy is super lit, and like. Even though I met him through my kid's father, we kind of still all grew up around each other, but our vibe is just different. You ever met somebody who's just all the immediate chemistry? Like that's my man. That's like my brother, my man. So again, shout out to Black Broadway and me too. Love you too, boo.
Love it.
So the fact that you're doing all these things, like you're really like green about going green, and I thought the event was like super choice. You even had some other businesses incorporated into.
I try to always have like local businesses. I think we got to support our own. So usually I have Black-owned businesses. I always have face paint because that's just something that sort of started tribal face paint, but it brings us back to like this cultural thing.
I think learning the meaning behind it too.
Yeah, and it's a ritual. I think I'm all about rituals. Like I feel like we strayed away from rituals as we've gotten into this like society that we're trying to grow into.
But really we should try to be like, we're trying to get out. We need to be trying to get out, build our ways out of it.
Right.
So
with each other though.
With each other. Yeah, building together.
Yes.
Out of societal parameters where they say that they're putting us in this box.
Yeah.
Look, people, meeting someone like you is also very inspiring because it just lets us know in the world that there are some great people out here doing some awesome things. And we doing this somewhat, not even all solo because there are active and moving parts in it, but just to say that this is something that I really love and I'm passionate about and it's helping other people and it's growing and it's becoming lucrative in other ways also, not just financially. We need the support. our
support.
folks.
It's only $10.
It's only 10. And now even if I come there with a bag of clothes, I still would donate.
Right.
Because to me, it's
well,
like
you
get more bang for your buck.
You're leaving with 15 items. I mean, or more. Where can you go and pay $10 for 15 or more items?
Nowhere.
And we don't get any. We're not getting.
They get some really swanky items too.
Yeah.
That shirt you had on that day, I think it was like a silver shimmery shirt.
That was from the swap.
I know you told me that was from your first swap. Yeah. I remember fashion.
We get fashionable things, we get items. I mean, people have gotten name brands and things like that, and they're just like, I'm just so grateful. But it's like, you gotta pay it forward. If you want to continue to see something happen, you have to put money, not just money, but you have to put things into it. So if you can't donate money, donate your time. We always need volunteers.
And the children were in there too?
Yep, the children help. It's a family affair.
So, so is this like a non-profit or no?
Nope.
It should be. I think it should be because it would help so many people.
You know what a non-profit is?
Well, not really a non-profit.
Okay.
Let me not say non-profit because non-profit is actually profitable.
Exactly.
It doesn't really give back. Let's not say that.
We could break it all the way
down. You know what? I'm going to have you break it down because a lot of people, even somewhat myself, will use wrong terminology even though we mean something, but it's time to actually stop being ignorant to things. So actually break it down for us. What is the difference between a non-profit
a non-profit, honestly, all these non-profits out here, they're actually for-profit. If you really
they really are
for-profit.
Yeah.
It's just a
like
different way
Army.
around it. Exactly. And goodwill, like, I'm not to down any corporate system that's out there because I understand we live in a capitalist society. And so you do need money to make money or to grow things and to do things and to make change. You know, money gives you options. I get it. But what I'm trying to do with Swap DC is more of change the people's mindset.
The mindset.
And the concept of consumerism and our buying power. And so with that, it's not about profit, not-profit, that
it's
sort of
bigger
thing.
Than you. It's bigger. It's bigger
shoddy.
than you. But that's why I'm saying we need to make sure that we are being supportive because that's where the real power is. I was just saying to someone the other day, what if we just said, fuck paying taxes? I'm not paying taxes no more. I'm not paying everybody. That's what I'm saying. What if we all, notice I said, we all, because the paradigm shift can happen. We've seen it train. We've done it before, people. We had Tulsa. We've had these black.
And you see what happened?
They burned it down. But
so do you not think they would do that again?
Because I think that they would try. But the thing is, our mindset and our power is different.
And we have to
need
acknowledge
it. We have to acknowledge it, and we have to build more warriors. There shouldn't be a but. There shouldn't be a but.
It shouldn't be a but we live in America. This is America.
I know.
Don't catch you slipping now.
Yeah, don't catch you slipping now. Hey. You're right, but I just have faith in us.
We gotta do the work then.
But I'm seeing the growth. But like I'm seeing, we are doing the work.
Yeah.
People like you.
Yeah.
So it's happening. It's slowly. But this is why I do this podcast because it needs to happen quicker.
Okay.
we need to be on more of a broad scale with it. Like hurry up and let this shift happen. And I'm just super excited. I love what the whole Swap DC everything. I really want everyone to support this event. Well, their events because you have them. Is it monthly or every other month? Because it wasn't. You didn't. I don't remember seeing one last month.
No, we did one last time. We do them monthly, but it's like a seasonal thing. So we're doing I usually don't do one in November, but I did last year. It just depends.
It just depends on the
right. Well, I always do it June, July, August, and that's just like a giving. Okay.
Well, even kids, it's a family affair.
Yes, it's a family affair.
So I want everyone to come out June 8th.
June 8th.
June 8th. June 8th from 2 to 6.
From 2 to 6.
Check out Magical
Shopkeepers.
Shopkeepers.
Shopkeepers right up the street.
See, up the block.
1231 Florida Avenue.
And where can they find you?
SwapDC.com.
Oh, boom. That's the look. We're a wave. Yeah. So I need for everyone to know that we are the wave, people. We are it.
Oh, did y'all just see? Wait, I got to SZA, she just posted a sustainability game, like a t-shirt. And I'm like, okay, we got the wave.
See, it's coming. I told you the shift is coming, man.
Yes.
Man, we are carbon beings, and we about to be so lit, okay? Again, y'all stay tuned. Magical AF Podcast. Thank you for coming here with me.
Yes.
I'm so glad we did this. Yes, thank you.
Love it.
Love it. See, and this is what Black Girl Magic is really all about. Okay, working together, producing in numbers.
Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all be easy. Peace.
Peace.
Are you still live on there though? We can still be live on there. That's fine.
Oh, I got 4 people on here. Hey.
All of this, I'm so here for it.
I mean, I don't want. They're not even here anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't even matter. We can still talk about it because that was a good point.
In order for the system that could
place.
work, in order for the system that could work for things like Tulsa and for things like Black Wall Street, you know, things of that nature, the whole fucking system has to be burnt down. So,
do you know that we have? I think it's like 80% buying power.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
We consume the most and we don't produce anything.
We produce. No, that's the thing. We don't capitalize on what we produce. We produce most of the shit that's here. We
produce. How do we? No, we produce the wave. No,
it's not even a wave. No, everything.
No,
we built this shit.
I know we did.
Whoever made the first one. I mean, light.
Everything. No, everything.
Yes,
exactly. So you're right. We did. No, when I mean we are the wave, meaning that we can actually take this shit out and we also bring it in.
Right.
We have that kind of power of a tsunami type shit. You know what I'm saying?
If we come together.
If we come together and we realize what we have. But you had someone on your live that was asking
asked about the universities. So that was my response to them. You got to burn it all. So I know universities are nonprofit. But then you have universities like George Washington, I think, is a nonprofit. Or where university is nonprofit, but they're it's a high school here. They're a nonprofit, yes, but their budget is, I just learned, was $565 million. But they're a nonprofit.
And you need a budget?
I'm just saying, like,
wow.
Yeah,
they trying us.
But no, that is what I mean. Like, it's for profit at the end of the day, no matter how you fucking cut it up.
I just realized like a couple years ago, I kept always giving my clothes to Salvation Army. I'm like, damn, I'm from Jamaica. I got family in Jamaica. I got like endless people around me. Like my kids have endless little cousins. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, cheese.
Harvard. Was it Harvard? Is Harvard a nonprofit? Okay, thank you. I mean, but this is a high school. It was like a high school.
Let me go ahead and get this because this thing is gonna be like battery is low. Okay, there you go.
I'm not the best with quotes, but it was a high school. I want to say it was maybe Georgetown Day. I believe Georgetown Day is a nonprofit, but their budget
they got a budget, so
is $550 million.
And then what's the demographic? The majority demographic attending that school? I don't even. Man.
So here we go again.
Exactly. And then we have kids in the area. Like Mundo Verde is one of the few schools I know that has to have a certain amount of required students who are around locally because they're located in Northwest. Shout out to Mundo Verde. My niece goes there also. But they have to have a certain amount of local kids also that attend the school, which is pretty good, but at the same, and there's no fee.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And I like that because it's
like a lottery.
Yeah, it's like a lottery. Okay. The Spanish immersion, so of course. Okay. But for the kids locally, it's not. It's only lottery for people if you're not within that within those quarters. So it's pretty cool. I think that if we start speaking up on things and requiring a lot of things and stop leaving. Because we do a lot of that. That's what we are the reason why gentrification is allowed to happen. Yep. And we keep blaming them. Yep. But we
gotta go to the meetings. We gotta be involved. This is our community.
It's ours. And we also have to make sure that we take it back and we treat it just like if you on my block and you're littering. I remember with the time growing up in my neighborhood, my father, if he see my friends throwing trash on the ground, know about that
we need to take this to my sorry y'all, we taking this to Swap DC.
Hey.
I want to save it. I'm gonna send it to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you even save it, it'll still be in it, so we could. And then you can also pull it up and put it up on Swap too. So like it was a time where we would grow up.
Hi, Swap DC.
So now
this is magical at AF podcast.
Yay! And that AF means a lot of different things, but because I have young followers, we just gonna say y'all know what it is.
AF. We're speaking on the swap that's happening June 8th at Shopkeepers, which is right up the street in Northeast, 1231 Florida Avenue.
From 2 to 6 p.m.
2 to 6
We in there.
We in there.
Boop, 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 boop.
Got the swap gear. Can't barely see it, but
hey, she came out there. You gotta do that for my camera too, though. You gotta flex. We branding. You gotta be your walking brand. Hey, swap DC is lit. Hey, I need
a jacket.
Yeah, I need that jacket. Okay.
Yes.
And that's how we support each other. So what we were basically just getting into was talking about how we have to really take back our neighborhoods and make sure that we take ownership. And I brought up my dad. Like, he was the kind of person where if he saw trash on the street, he'll pick it up on our block.
On your block.
Or if somebody was throwing out trash, he would tell them like, yo, go dash that away. Hey, yeah, nobody dash it from front of my own. You see what I'm saying? So like, you see, so it was.
If we had more respect for where we live,
alone, then just our neighborhoods would be taken care of, and not also making sure that we're not putting graffiti, because honestly, that is the reason why profit value like goes down. Like, if it could be a couple of people that move in that aren't us into the neighborhood, value goes up. But if it's majority of us, it immediately decreases.
Well, and it's not just that. It's
not
also
just that, but it's
what's around you. But I just feel like we gotta remember that we got one world. This is our home. I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, if something happens here, I can move over here. Whatever's happening here,
you need to fix what's happening there, because the problem is just going to keep bigger. Eventually, it's going to follow you, because that's exactly what gentrification, to me, pretty much is.
Okay. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you leave, okay, the problem is not going to be solved, because of where you're at, they're going to come too, and then it's going to happen again. So we got to start talking to one another and making sure that it's okay. It's okay. No, we're going to make it work. We're going to make it work.
Hey,
Move this up real quick. So that way, there you go. And it stay up. There you go. Oh, my bad.
That's fine. Alright. They see me all the time. If y'all been to swap, you've seen me.
And she got some beautiful skin. Look at that skin. Flawless.
Oh, thank you. That's that good old vitamin D.
You know what I'm saying? Hey.
That's from the earth.
That's from the earth, the sun, because we're carbon creatures, so we soak up all that melanin. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that though. But y'all get it. It's not melanin magic. It should be, we're carbon created. We're the only ones that produce carbon. Google it if y'all don't believe me. Check your facts.
Decalcified, okay?
See, my sister, hey, I knew I was attracted to you for a reason, and I'm so good. We have been missing each other, rescheduling, and I was like, today, no, I'm not. It's gonna happen. I don't care what I gotta do to make it happen. We're gonna make sure that
Make sure y'all check out Magical AF podcast.
I'm on all platforms: YouTube, Apple, Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Radio Republic. Y'all, I need y'all to help. If you just listen to the commercial, I'm good off that. Y'all don't even got. I want y'all to listen to the content, because the content is good. It's very helpful. But I want to make sure that y'all are listening to things that are going to be lucrative to everyone in life. And what she's doing is so much, just bigger. And like you said, we only got one world.
Yeah.
And we got to make sure that we take our neighborhoods back and really start even caring about our kids, caring about ourselves, caring about the education that our kids are being provided to. Because I'll tell you one thing, I'm an active parent. If you look on my timeline, I could be at work 1 minute, school the next minute, back to work the next minute, because I'm making sure I go to every PTA, every school board meeting, every concert, spring, because our kids have to know that we love them. Like, they are our future.
They are.
You know what I'm saying?
We're doing this for the future generations. I think that's the one thing a lot of people don't really think about, the concept of not even tomorrow, but tomorrow's tomorrow. So there's a Indian proverb that basically says, what you plant today will grow for this next 7 generations.
Right.
And when you think about that, it's like, it's
That's
beyond
heavy.
us.
That's heavy.
It's not even heavy, it's just beyond us, because the generations before us actually thought of us. Like, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. But we're not we have to get back to being thoughtful, because we're not.
We have to get back to being thoughtful
and
for our future, for our near future, but for the future's future.
Yeah, and also producing more. Shout out to Veggie Promo, because that is my man.
Producing certain things.
Producing certain veggie. He actually is very into agriculture.
Yes.
And what they food deserts.
Okay.
So he'll help people like grow locally.
Yeah.
If you have a space in your backyard or that type of
Yeah.
thing. He's working on some big things. I'm not gonna speak too much on it, but
Follow him.
follow him. Veggie Promo. Make sure I put him down in the video too. But like I said, I just love everyone who's like doing something to like just help us on a grand scheme, because we have to stop being so selfish. I don't have a team. You know what I'm saying?
You do. I mean, I think so.
I mean, no, meaning I don't have my everyday team.
Yeah.
I got my everyday support team. I got my
Yeah.
family. I got my
Yeah.
friends who sit there and listen.
Yeah.
And I got those who retweet my posts and repost. So I do have that. But as far as like the everyday heavy work, and it's not even work for me because I actually enjoy doing it. So one of the things that I feel we all should try to do is find out what your passion is. If it's something that you think you have a gift in something, whether it's music, singing, cooking, writing, dancing, just embody it. And know that you own that shit and like you got it. Because we sit here, we question ourselves every day. You ever sat and question yourself about something that you could have did and then somebody did it and you're like, I thought of that. And it was so simplistic, but you made it so difficult for yourself. Because your mind will get to you. Start networking with those graphic designers that we know, or the people who actually are doing great things with fashion, because I'm definitely copying me that jacket. Hey, I'm gonna make sure I take a picture of that, because that joint was like reflecting and everything on the back.
Now we're gonna have reflectors like no.
Yeah, nah, but it did look like it because it's silver.
No, it's white.
Gray.
It's white.
It's white? Yeah. Oh man, I was seeing stars.
She'll sell it, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna cop one either way. But we just have to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves mentally. So doing something that you think will help somebody on the bigger scale will help you. The things that we listen to, the books that we read, the energy that we allow to be fed into us, and the energy that we feed into others. Because those little minuscule things is what's going to allow your whole empire to grow and your whole network to grow. And I'm just trying to let us all, I just want us to all win. Because your success is my success. See, we about to be friends in real life too.
This is real life, okay? This is real life. I don't do everybody podcast.
And
let's be clear.
That's so dope. No, and I feel.
Let's be clear.
And I feel
Swap
honored.
DC does not do everyone's podcast.
Yeah, and I feel so honored. Meaning, like, I want us to actually have a steady connection, not just because I'm doing a podcast. I want to like actively help you.
Yeah.
I even want my kids to come and do a swap. You know what I'm saying?
It's for everybody.
It's for everybody.
It's a wave, y'all. SZA just like retweeted sustainability game. It is
a hashtag. We're going to hashtag
it. It is a wave.
Yeah, we're going to hashtag. Shout out to SZA.
Shout out to SZA.
Yeah, and shout out to Swap DC.
I need.
We having fun too. Okay, so we're gonna close out again. Hopefully, see if anybody, we got any Q&As, no questions, anybody got questions?
All right, cool.
Right. No, but the thing is, you'll see one, right?
Yeah. And
then at the end, it'll be like, 55 people listen to you.
Because sometimes,
because the numbers always don't actively populate.
Okay.
So that's what I come to realize. Because I thought I only had 2 people the whole time. Next thing you know, it was like 80 people looked up. I was like, oh shit, okay, cool. That's what's up.
Nice.
Oh, we did and we did a little long journey too, because I try to keep my.
Oh, somebody said you guys are dope. Thanks.
Oh, thank you. We appreciate you. Hold up. I mean, we are kind of dope.
We are.
Maybe, you know.
You want to think
we
about
it? We might have to get into something.
Once a month, we may do a
little special. That'll be torture. I could even do it from fly.
That's what we outside. We outside. It's nature.
It's nature. You know, I'm used to it. It's cool.
This is normal.
We got the palm trees and all that. Union Market is all super dope and everything.
So dope.
But I think that actually might be a good idea.
All right, let's think on that. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. And we could do live from this event. Anyway, back to the event.
We can do live. Okay, June 8th. June 8th.
Yeah.
We'll be there at Shopkeepers, 1231 Florida Avenue, Northeast, Washington, D.C.
Gotta work. Slight work. Light work.
D-Town to the
Slight work.
DMV.
Yep, no, shop.